Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Glen.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Jon Snow.
And we are the Channel Surfers, baby. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking all things Game of Thrones, as Jon Snow just told y'all. So what we're going to be doing, obviously, House of the Dragon just came back out. Big show, HBO's crown jewel right now. And we're going to talk about the new episode that just dropped. We're going to talk about what we expect from this season. But to celebrate our love of Game of Thrones, we are going to be doing a fantasy draft Game of Thrones universe. If you're familiar with the channel, we did an action movie draft from 80s to now. If you're familiar with fantasy football, you understand that you pick one thing from each category and you build a team with it. So this is how our categories are going to break down. We're going to do, and I'll come back to it again once we get through our opening, but how it's going to be is we're going to pick from season 1 through 3, one episode from season 4 through 7. We're each going to pick an episode. We'll try to pick an episode from season 8. We're going to combine House of the Dragon as well as Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and we're going to pick our favorite character. So we'll get back to that. I'll go over it again, but first things first, as always, Tyler, what's the best thing you watched this week?
All right, so I've mentioned this show a few times, but the newest season of The Legend of Vox Machina just finished on Amazon, and for those who don't know, it's basically an American adult animated fantasy series on Prime, and it premiered back in like 2022, I think, in January, and it's based off the first Dungeons and Dragons campaign from Critical Role, which is like a whole YouTube series of like 4-hour-long episodes, which is insane.
Some nerd shit.
It's been renewed for its 5th and final season. But I wrote this last week, so like before I saw the last few episodes. But there was a part in in one of these episodes where I was like, "There's no fucking way!" Like it literally just had my jaw like on the floor, bro. My mouth was like, I was like, "What the fuck is going on, dude?" But I think I personally enjoyed it as much as Invincible, honestly, because it's kind of the same. Just not superheroes, just fantasy type shit though. But it's funny, it's violent, there's like emotional beats to it, and then it's just like at this point, like this one like came out of nowhere and just kind of like fucking just punches you in the face. But I thought it was pretty dope. And
I watched the first season of Legend of Vox Machina because it did come out like literally right after Invincible. I remember that. It got lost in the shuffle of everything I've been watching. I do want to get back to it, but that first season was so good. Also, I didn't realize that because I haven't played D&D in years. I didn't realize it was about like it was kind of like loosely based on the dungeon, or not even loosely based on this Dungeons and Dragons essentially.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Have you ever seen it, Darrell, or even seen it on Prime?
Fuck no. I always see it on Prime. I had no idea what it was. I saw it was some animated something, and I always skip over it.
It was funny because when it came out, like I said, right after Invincible, I was like, damn, Amazon is doing these like R-rated animated shows, and I was like, I like this. But yeah, no, Legend of Vox Machina, Amazon Prime, and Tyler just told you our 5th and final season. Darrell, what's the best thing you watched this week?
Well, a thing I watched this week. I went to the movies. I saw the death of Robin Hood. And unfortunately, I've come back with bad. I'm back with bad news.
So if y'all keep a score, this is the second movie Darrell has watched on the most excited list, and he said he came back with bad news. I came back with bad news from Scary Movie 6. So we 0 for 3 on the blockbuster movies now.
The hype movies are not hyping. I gave Death of Robin Hood a 2.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. Here's the thing. I think everyone kind of got the idea from the trailers that it was going to be basically Logan, but Robin Hood. And sure enough, that's the first half hour of the movie. That's literally what it is. It is very much Logan, a beaten up, battered old man, brutally killing people. And then that's it for the first half hour of the movie. And then the rest of the movie, it is a completely different movie. Like there's a pretty big set piece. Like towards the half hour mark, and then something happens and he kind of goes off, and then from that point on it's a completely different movie. Like I was completely shocked. Like I'm assuming something's gonna happen, like to get it back to what I thought it was gonna be. It just never happened. It never happened. I was so confused. is hardly so. Not only is it not an action kind of rough and tough Logan movie, it's not even a Robin Hood movie. They could have called this character anything. Like it could have been, it could have been the death of an old man. And I would have been like, okay, cool. It's not even a Robin Hood movie. It's not a good action movie.
There's no Little John in the movie.
Yes. So that's the only piece of it. And then beyond that, again, he has a bow and arrow that he uses like more so towards the beginning. But yeah, it could just be any old man. Of course, Hugh's great in it. It's well acted, but it's incredibly boring. Yeah. So I wouldn't. If you love movies, go see it. But I wouldn't recommend going seeing it if you're not.
Well, okay, so it's not the best thing I watched this week, but I do want to touch on it. We are 0-3 on blockbuster movies. We are going to now be 1-4 because I did see Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 was a very good movie. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Tyler, you saw it as well, right? What did you give it?
I gave it a 4. But it's like it would be like a lower end 4, but
yeah,
3.5 isn't too far off.
It didn't do enough for me to be a 4, but I gave it 3.5 out of 5. Very good message. Very good message for the movie. A lot of heart. A couple emotional scenes, especially if you're a parent. At the end of the movie, though, I will say why it was a 3.5 for me is simply because I'm like, okay, I've made enough. Like I left the theater, I was like, okay, this is enough of these movies now. Like that's really, I don't want to give it to way too much, but it is a good movie. It's doing good in the box office. This is based on everything right now. This is the best movie so far this summer that out of the ones that we mentioned. But the best thing I did watch this week is there is a new show. Shout out to Netflix because Netflix rarely does this. They rarely win. I Will Find You on Netflix. It has Sam Worthington. For y'all don't know who that is, the guy who played in Clash of the Titans and Wrath of the Titans. That's what I like to recognize him from. It's a movie. It's a story, or it's a TV series based on a book, and the story is about a guy who has been wrongly convicted of murdering his own son, and then he finds a clue that his son might still be alive. So he escapes prison and goes on a wild goose chase to find his son. It is a very it will grip you. I think me and Jen stayed up. We started watching it, I want to say literally like 11:30 at night. We probably didn't go to bed till like 4 a.m. And then we woke up the very next morning to finish the show. We woke up at like 8 and ran it to noon. Very good show, very easy watch. Like very easy watch. The episodes are in that 30 to 40 minute range, but they fly by. Good pacing, good show. Because again, you're trying to figure out, damn, if his son is still alive, who is involved in it, and what has happened. Also, we get the guy from This Is Us, Milo. I don't know how to say his last name. But the dad in This Is Us.
Which one?
Yeah.
The white dad.
Milo Ventimiglia, blah blah blah.
Milo, the one who he has like he has the talk where
he
like
played Rocky's son in Rocky Balboa.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
I was like, why doesn't he gonna know what dad I'm talking about?
My bad. Tripping.
He was like, Heroes. I was like, good dad. Yeah. Good dad. But yeah, no, very good show. Like I said, I highly recommend I Will Find You on Netflix. But yeah, so you got Legend of Vox Machina on Amazon Prime. You got Death of Robin Hood that Darrell says if you love movies, go see. If not, skip it.
Catch it on streaming.
And yeah, me and Tyler are telling y'all go see Toy Story 5, and I'm telling y'all I Will Find You on Netflix. So that's what you got. You got some stuff to watch. All right, so let's get into this Game of Thrones. Everybody, I mean, if you're not a Game of Thrones fan, you probably don't want to listen to this pod, but I don't know any non-Game of Thrones fans at this point in my life. Obviously, I know Game of Thrones had 8 seasons. We kind of forget about the 8th season. We actually thought there was 7. And then House of the Dragon just dropped. Do y'all want to talk about the first episode, or y'all want to do the draft first?
Yes, talk about the episode last.
Okay, let's talk about the episode last. Okay, so House of the Dragon, we're on the 3rd season. I think we're going 4 seasons for this show, and then obviously, the Night of the Seven Kingdoms came out of nowhere and was one of the best shows of the year so far, right? So what we're going to do again is a fantasy draft. The order is going to be Darrell, Tyler, me, and then it's going to be me, Tyler, Darrell. Tyler got the sweet spot in the middle. Darrell got first pick. And what's going to happen is Darrell can pick his first player can be either an episode from seasons 1 through 3. It could be a episode from seasons 4 through 7. It can be an episode from season 8. And then it could be an episode from the side universe, House of the Dragon and the Seven Kingdoms, or he can pick his character. Once he picks one, he's done in that category, and we also cannot use that one. We're going to try to build the strongest teams. We'll post it at the end of the episode, and from there, y'all can vote on it and tell us who's the best. So, without any further ado, Darrell, you are on the clock for your first pick.
All right. Well, I didn't really want to go first pick, because this kind of makes it hard strategically, but I either supposed to go strategically, which I believe is one thing, which I really considered, which would have blew your mind, but I think I have to go with the number one episode. I wouldn't say it's my favorite episode, but it's the most important episode of possibly even in television history. And it is The Reigns of Castamere. It's the episode, season 3, episode 9. So for those who don't know, that is the Red Wedding episode. Again, I think it's probably one of the most iconic, important episodes of television of all time. When that episode aired, I looked it up. It was 2013. I hadn't watched Game of Thrones yet. I hadn't really even heard of Game of Thrones. But I remember when it happened, people were going crazy about it, and I kept hearing the Red Wedding. And I think back in the day, I was watching like talk shows and shit, and they were talking about it on there. I had no fucking clue what was going on, but I could tell that it was a big deal. Mm-hmm. And then when I finally watched Game of Thrones in 2016, once you get to that episode, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you kind of already got a sense that Game of Thrones is willing to do some abnormal kind of stuff with their characters, but you don't understand it until you get to the Red Wedding, where fucking you think Arya might be getting safe, you think things might be looking up for Rob and his family, and then all of a sudden, fucking what's his name, Bolton and Walder Frey, man. They start playing that song. Oh Lord! Catelyn Stark see the armor on whatever the fuck his name is, and it's all on from there, man. Stabbing. It starts off with stabbing old girl in the pregnant belly. What?
That's so crazy. That was the crazy.
What?
Yeah.
For that to be the start, it fucking ends with fucking Catelyn Stark slitting the girl's
throat neck when she's screaming, and then it's
how they even have it like in the show, how it's kind of like the sound design is very like quiet, like she slits her throat and it's barely like you barely hear anything, and then they kill her. It's just insane, and it leaves you like in complete shock.
What's funny is about Reigns of Castamere, like even when you said it, I was like, is that the episode? I think it's literally people just be like the Red Wedding. Once you get to the Red Wedding, it's that episode. I was pretty much hooked in the show at that point. I had already been hooked, but it was like, that was one of those, genuinely, I didn't watch the show live as well. I was people was like, bro, you got to watch Game of Thrones. And so I remember hearing people be like, yo, the Red Wedding. And I'm like, bro, whatever it is, it can't be that dramatic. And it's like, oh, y'all really undersold it. Even though y'all was being dramatic, y'all really undersold. Like, bro, Rob, you was moving crazy, Rob. Like, and even after watching it, the shock of it, like, damn, all I could think was like, bro, this is your fault. Just marry one of his daughters, bro. Yeah, you can still have that Jezebel on the side.
He had a little bit too much dip on his chip.
Yeah, facts. He thought, man, I think Rob would have won the war too. That's what's crazy.
He hadn't lost a battle yet.
He was cooking. Damn. Yeah, man. Did you now, Tyler? I can't remember. Were you a live watcher of Game of Thrones like at that time?
I think I started. Oh God, I want to say I started after season 2 or like right. Oh God, I can't remember if it was right at the end of season 3. I can't remember. It's been so long since I started it.
I was not up with people until the last season. I watched in the long 2-year break from season 7 to season 8.
See, I watched it all before season 7 came out. So I watched season 7
live. I didn't. But no, that's a good pick. So so Reigns of Castamere, Red Wedding, what a start. You really got one of the best episodes in the show. Tyler, you are up next to follow that.
Yep. All right, so this one is basically like had people on edge before the Reigns of Castamere and the Red Wedding, because this is whenever you were like, oh, this show is about to like fuck you up. And I'm going to go with season 1, episode 9, and it's Baelor.
Damn it. Yeah. Damn it, I needed that one.
This is where you get Ned's confession in front of the Sept. Joffrey overrides Cersei, all that shit's going down. Then he gets his fucking head cut off.
Yeah, that was.
Littlefinger tells Stark, he's like, I warned you not to trust me, but boy, and that's whenever everybody was like, holy shit, Sean Bean dead again.
Yeah. Again,
but,
right?
Dude, and I think like this is basically where everybody was kind of like, okay, yeah, like all bets are off in this fucking show.
Sure.
Obviously, the Red Wedding, is the one that everybody talks about, but Baelor did it first.
Yeah,
because they just said, oh, they just killed like the most famous actor in this entire fucking show.
He also had up to that point. It's funny, like you said, he had the most screen time, and TV taught us whoever has the most screen time in a show like this is going to survive. So in the moment, like it's so funny, TV really trains you in one way, and Game of Thrones was like, hell no. The moment they had him late, like literally head in the thing, getting ready to chop, I just knew something was going. Like he was be like, nope, I'm just playing.
Yeah, you like somebody gonna like shoot an arrow. It's going. Yeah, assuming.
Yeah, and like when it didn't happen and the screen went black, I was like,
this can't be right.
I was like, is he dead for real?
Yeah, I think this is like whenever the show really became like a cultural event. Because it's like, and then obviously, you know, like we said, the Red Wedding comes and everybody's like, oh fuck. But I mean, this is the only reason people made it to the Red Wedding.
Yeah,
is because like you knew some shit was going down.
What's funny is I can say this. So when I did begin my Game of Thrones journey, it's so funny. I've rewatched the show a lot now, but the first season, so much is being thrown at you. It's almost like you enter a world that you don't know. Like they're throwing names, and I was super confused what this show was. I was super confused. By the time I got to 9, and then I get to episode 10, where Daenerys walks into the fire and everything, and the dragons are born, I was like, oh, this is a good show. But up until that moment, I was like, what am I watching? It was so much information given. On the rewatch, it makes the first season even better because now you know the names of everybody. You know what they're talking about. But the initial watch where they were like, this person is this person, and this person is this person, I was like, hey, I don't know. Nobody's explaining anybody to anybody. You know? So like, I didn't even understand watching it. Like, I remember him looking through the book before he finds everything out, and he was like, the hair is black or whatever. The seed is strong. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, that's what I always say whenever people watch Game of Thrones for the first time, because it's like when you watch season 1, you're gonna get through it. You're gonna be like yeah, you'll be shocked whenever he dies, but it's too much going on for you to really understand. So that's why I always say like even once I got through the end of the show, for me the first time that was season 6. Like it wasn't until I rewatched the whole show before season 7 came out that I was like, oh, this is really like one of the best shows I've ever seen. Because when you watch it for the second time, you can really appreciate season 1 because you understand everything. You're not trying to figure out, like your brain isn't working trying to figure out, who's this? Where's this person going? Who's this person? You already know. So that way, whenever you're watching season 1, you're just there and you're vibing and and you can kind of pick up on everything.
My favorite thing about this show, other than season 8, like I said, I was introduced to the show. People were saying, hey, go watch this. This is the best show ever. So I'm like, okay, we'll see. The show is great on the first watch. It is significantly better on a rewatch. Significantly better. But also one of the funniest things about it that I truly wish I watched live, how the show, one episode will be with Dany or Daenerys in Essos. And then the next episode, you'll be at the wall. And I was like, I used to tell Jen all the time, like, yo, imagine if we was watching this week to week. And for 2 weeks, we don't know what happened to Dan. And then we just get back over there. And it's like, nigga, what has she been doing this whole time? You know, like the way they even put episodes in, like the show is such a good show. But again, a rewatch of the show makes the show where I'd be like, if it wasn't for season 8, like this is without a doubt the best show of all time. Okay. So you went 1-9. Darrell went 3-9. So y'all both picked seasons 1 through 3 first pick. My turn. And I'm a snake, so I get to go twice. Obviously, I'm going to pick episode 6 or season 6, episode 9. That is the Battle of the Bastards. This is my favorite episode of the entire show. Everything leading, if obviously you watch the show, if you're here, everything leading up to them finally fighting Ramsay, and like finally Ramsay's gonna die. And then watching the show, the way it starts, you know, I can't remember how it starts, but, you know, like, remember he sends his brother, he tells his brother to run towards him, and his brother has no idea how to bob and weave, which is so stupid. he lures John all the way alone and it's like, again, the show has taught me everybody's going to die. So what they did with Ned, he was like, oh no, somebody's gonna save him. This time I was like, nobody's gonna save you, and they did save him. When the music plays and it gets real like mute, and he realizes, bro, I'm in the middle of the battlefield, and he just takes his belt off. That is one of the greatest memes when you like gifts when it's like my opinion versus everybody,
Right.
and he pulls that sword out, and I would have loved to have been on the set. The camera angles of the battle, how chaotic it looks, to me makes me like so grateful to live in this time. I would have never been able to survive in war. That is so chaotic. People are literally like, he's talking to somebody and they're getting stabbed, shot, ran over by a horse. Like, and then the scene where he is suffocating, and it's like, I do the silly stuff I do where I hold my breath and see if like, hey, would I have survived? That was amazing. Them being, like I said, damn, you're about to lose the battle. You got outsmarted. Again, the show was like, okay, Jon Snow is not going to die, because it was like, damn, saved again. The giant pushing through, Winterfell. And then I personally feel like Ramsay didn't die good enough, but it was like, damn, Ramsay's finally dead. I wanted it to be a slow death. I mean,
death by.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Dog was not quick.
I had to look away when the dog was in his face. I was like, oh my God, the dog finna bite his face off. But yeah, no, it was, like I said, it was the episode, it was like a relief. Like, finally Ramsay's ass is gone. Because Ramsay was really terrorizing shit. Like, really terrorizing. He was good at everything. But yeah, no, like I said, that episode for me, I was like, this is, oh man, like, I wish I would have watched that live. That's my biggest regret. I did not watch the show live, because I know that was probably a crazy day. Like, yo, y'all see the Battle of the Bastards? Yeah, like, so.
Battle of the Bastards is also my favorite episode of the show. But season 6, like, there's enough between 5 and 6 that I didn't want to pick it. But yeah, man, Battle of the Bastards is amazing. Like, that battle scene, like, once Jon's in the middle of it, and like you said, like, you assume like, oh, Jon's about to fucking die.
Mhm.
Like, this is Game of Thrones. This guy's fucking a gunner. But whenever, like, I'm not trying to hold my breath whenever he's in it, but like, because of how it's shot and you're in there with him, like, you're pretty much, the camera is pretty much right next to Jon, so you're seeing like all the horses go by and all the people dying, and then whenever there's the moment where he's at the very bottom and he's like suffocating.
Yeah.
Not even on purpose. When I watch that, I feel like I'm suffocating. Like, I'm like, oh my God, this is, I can barely breathe. And then
Tyler, you can speak to it. What did they do with this camera? What did they do with the noise? You be knowing the sound effects. They like pierced it out where it was dead silent, and all you could hear is like, like, you could only hear that. I don't know
because
what
because it's supposed to put you in like his point of view. Like, when you're down there, you don't hear shit.
Yeah, that was crazy camera or whatever, visual, whatever, audio. That was nuts. Nah, man, I love Battle of the Bastards, bro. Like, what an episode. I sometimes just be like, I won't rewatch the show. I randomly you can really put episode 6, 9, and 6, 10 back to back, and I just be like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rick Con's a fucking idiot, man. Zigzag something. Like, I don't understand.
I always said he should have did what Shaw. He said he should have I said he should have backpedaled.
For real, yeah. Like, keep on looking. Like, what are we doing?
He should have got his bob and weave on. Ramsay's sick for that. I ain't gonna lie.
For real.
Ramsay's sick because he was missing on purpose. Oh man. Tyler, you got anything you want to add on Battle of the Bastards, or you want me to just go into?
I mean, you pretty much covered all of it. I mean, Jon Snow was all. I was like, through the entire show, I was like, damn, he's one of my favorite characters. And I didn't read the books or anything, so like, he dies before this and then comes back to life. So when they ended that season with him dying, I was so pissed. I was like, there's no fucking way, dude.
I also remember that from like that moment of time. Even though I wasn't watching Game of Thrones, I remember people being like, "Oh my God, Jon died! Like, what the fuck?" And I was like, who the fuck is Jon? Like, what the fuck is people?
People were literally tweeting, Jon Snow is dead. Yeah. And I was like, who the fuck is Jon Snow? I think Tyler's name on Twitter was Jon Snow. Then his name was King in the North. And I was like, who is this person we're talking about? Yeah, no, that was, like I said, that was amazing. So I'm going to go for my second pick, I'm going to go to season 8. Get it out the way. So I got to pick a episode out of season 8. And I'm gonna go with the Bells. Do I necessarily think the Bells is the best episode? It's like yes and no. I really like seeing Daenerys finally get She gets, she wins. She gets to with King's Landing. She gets King's Landing. Cersei, rings the bell saying she's, she forfeits. And to see her like, because obviously they say when you flip a coin with a Targaryen, you either gonna get a crazy person or you get a good one. And to see her like descend into the madness was like, nah, fuck y'all. I'm just gonna kill everybody. This is an unforeign place to me. Y'all don't want my support. I've tried to do everything I can. Honestly, Cersei, you pushed me here. Y'all have taken so much from me. Nobody believes in me. Y'all want my nephew to be the king, so I'm just going, you know what? I'm just killing everybody. And I like that episode because obviously one of the visuals of the episode is so amazing. You get the in the middle of all that, you get what is it? I can't forget the names. What's the tall ones? The two tall brothers.
Oh, the Clegane Bowl.
Yeah, the Clegane Bowl.
Yeah.
I forget the two names of the niggas, but you get their fight. You get fucking stupid ass Jaime killing his character.
Euron versus Jaime on the beach.
Yep, you get that on the beach. You get Jon realizing like, damn, this woman is not good. Like they're literally surrendering.
Cersei,
so you just get a lot. You get a lot. You get the final moments with Cersei. So you get so much in that episode where it's a lot of closure. So I think for me, because it's the penultimate to the season, I think that's what pushes it up for me. But I guess season 8 overall, we all know is sorry.
Shit. Look, I remember when it happened, I wasn't really fucking with it because I just can't get over the fact that they pushed her that quickly to full on massacre of innocent people. I was like, what the fuck? I just watched this chick for 7 seasons be like the most noble, like I'm gonna save.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they're like, nope, this is gonna be fucking Hitler or Genghis Khan or something. I'm like, this lady is
niggas cut Missandei head off.
Isn't
let's get to it.
Am I misremembering or isn't Aaron Rodgers in that episode?
Yeah, probably.
I feel like Aaron Rodgers. Am I tripping?
Who's Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers?
Quarterback.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, the quarterback.
I'm like, who's Aaron Rodgers? I'm like, what?
Bro, I wasn't I was thinking of an actor. I wasn't thinking so I was like, oh, Aaron Rodgers playing. I was not thinking of damn quarterback at all.
Yeah, he is.
What is he in that? What is he in that?
I think he's just like someone running as the fucking dragon film.
They had Ed Sheeran in an epised somewhere.
Yeah, they did. They was doing shit the last season.
Oh, yeah.
The Ed Sheeran moment was nice though.
Yeah.
But it was just doing shit. But yeah, like I said, that's my pick. So I went season 8, episode. How many episodes was that? 6 in that season? 7 season?
I think it's
episode 6.
I think it was.
It's episode 5.
Episode 5. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. All right, Tyler, it's on you now.
All right, so I'm gonna do my season 4 through 7 pick. I'm gonna go with, arguably, probably, I don't know. I would say it's one of the better episodes, top 5 probably, but Hard Home.
Oh, I love.
And that's where Jon. This was actually the only time you really see Jon fuck up some White Walkers, which is nice because they fucked him at the end of the show, which is why it sucks ass now. But this is where this is the first time that you actually feel terrified of like the enemy they're talking about this entire time. Like, because the whole time you're like, oh yeah, it's just these fucking ice guys. And then you get there and he's like, oh yeah, all right. You got him killing a White Walker with the Valyrian steel. You got the fucking giant whites fucking smashing doors down. Then, like, Jon gets on the boat, all these people are dead, and then the fucking Night King just raises everybody. And they're all just fucking staring at him on the boat. And that shit was so heavy. And I feel like that is, like, all the stakes of the show shifted at that point. They were like, oh, look, this is a real deal. Like, shit's going crazy right now. And then, because, I mean, that's really the only time, like, other than when they raise the dragon later, this is, like, the only time you really feel, they feel like a threat.
To me, that episode felt hopeless.
Exactly.
Like it was like, yo, y'all just first because it's so funny in the middle of the episode, he picks up Longclaw, and he's able to block, right? And it's like then he kills one, and it's like, yo, Valerian still will do it. We got him. And then it's like 10 minutes later, it's like these niggas can all just be brought back to life.
And I think it's like, it has one of Daenerys's like better speeches too, when she's talking about like, I'm not going to stop the wheel, I'm going to break the wheel.
Yeah.
She's like, so I mean, it's got all sorts of shit, but it's just like, I mean, I thought it was so crazy because that's what you're literally like. It's silence, and then it's just the fucking Night King raising the dead, and you're like, oh fuck.
Hardhome is dope. Hardhome is dope too because it's not just that battle that's happening.
Exactly.
So that is the main part of it. But like you said, the Daenerys story. Again, there's so much going on in the show all the time. Like I said, the show is so good. Hardhome is a good ass episode though, for sure.
Oh yeah, and then you got like what the White Walkers like coming over the cliffs and shit, or the whites coming over the cliffs.
They had literally their first fucking interaction together.
Yeah.
Like
it was almost like a fucking really good zombie movie, basically. Like,
and I feel like that episode is why, like, when you see how the Night King dies at the end, you're like, that's some pussy shit.
Fucking stupid.
Fuck?
It's just
like
stupid.
that episode there is what did it.
Yeah,
we were like, there's no fucking way.
They also had they that was the first interaction where it was like, we're looking at each other. It's gonna come down to me and you, me versus you.
Yep, and they
no. How about no? How about no? Yeah. So that is Hardhome. So we got 5. You got
5 episode
8. Darrell, it's on you. Which route are you going?
I'm very happy that it fell out this way. I think y'all fucking sucked. Anyway, so I'm gonna go, since I got back-to-back picks, so it don't matter what order I go in. I'm gonna go season 6, The Winds of Winter. The finale of season 6. So right after Battle of the Bastards, the fact that these 2 episodes came back to back, I cannot believe that. Like that has to be
television
the greatest back-to-back episode of any TV show ever. I can't think of a better one. But yeah, Winds of Winter is so good. When I'm at home, I listen to like a lot of classical music, but I also listen to a lot of like fucking songs from shows and shit. And that Winds of Winter play all the time. It's such a good score, man. And you just and it kind of walks you through the whole fucking day. Like you see Cersei getting ready, and then you see people showing up to the court, and you see people waiting, and you see the master, what's his name? Master Aemon? No, not Aemon. Pycelle, where the fuck his name is, the
Grandmaster
Maester. Yeah, like he's following the kids, and then he's getting killed, and then you finally get to the point where you like the chick and the Sparrow guy are in the court, and they're like Marjorie and the Sparrow guy are in the court, and Marjorie's the only one trying to finally putting together. And when you're seeing it for the first time, you don't really understand what's going on.
Facts.
And then once you see all the what's it called, dragon breath, or what's it called, the green fire?
I forget what the green shit is called.
I forget what it's called too. And then, but then even whenever you see all the green fire shit, you don't quite understand what's about to happen. And then when the whole shit blows up, boy.
It's Tom just walks out of the window.
Boy, yes, and then
Tommen's suicide is so funny.
Then that shit's funny because you've been hearing the score pretty much the whole episode, and then once everything's blown up, it just kind of it's all quiet, and it just shows him, and he just kind of chills, and then he doesn't say shit. It's just quiet.
Bro, he just
takes off his crown. He walks off screen, and then he just walks back and just jumps. He doesn't even jump. He just walks off.
He with no hesitation. It was just like, boom.
Completely insane. I just love it.
You also get, that's when you confirm like the Jon Snow's a Targaryen. That's when you confirm all that.
Yeah.
Flashback. You get Lyanna Mormont's like, he's my king.
Yeah.
From this day until his last or whatever. That shit was cold.
Yeah.
Like I said, that episode, the like you said, the score is just at you from the start of that music and and all that. You just know something is going to happen. Cersei's just getting dressed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's also. I mean, which they destroyed Cersei, but like once she comes and she's isn't she in the all black in that episode? Like, doesn't she? Yeah. And you can just tell that you're gonna get a whole new Cersei. Like, you have a whole new villain in the show.
Is it? Didn't she see Fine Shorty from Ted Lasso in that episode too? Didn't she go talk to her in the
Yeah.
You're with the
Shane. Yeah. She got her locked up in there. Boy, she was demon time, boy.
Right,
that was like a whole new thing, and they couldn't figure out what to do with her character. But in that moment, boy, that was peak Cersei.
Yeah, I was at that moment for me. I was like, Cersei's gonna win all of it. Cersei's winning. But yeah, no, that's a great pick. So what you going next?
So next, I'm glad that I got this because I was kind of worried because I feel like this is a kind of a not shallow, but I didn't know what else to pick from this category. So I'm going House of Dragon, Knights of the Seven Kingdom. I'm going The Name of the Mother. So that's
In the Name of the Mother, boy.
episode 1, season 5. So for those who don't know, that's the episode obviously where they do the trial by 7, where Duncan's already got his team, and it's him against the other whatever Targaryen fucking I forgot his name.
It's
and
Darren, I think, or something.
It puts you in the middle of the fucking trial by 7. Oh my god, I had never felt like that probably since season 6 of Game of Thrones. Like,
yeah,
the way it's shot, it gives you shots that I've never seen. Like it shoots it from Duncan's point of view, where you can like see his eyes behind his shield, which is an incredible shot. So you're like kind of like how we were talking about with the Battle of the Bastards. Like you're kind of in the fucking battle, and then he's just getting his ass whooped, and then it goes back, and it kind of gives you a background of him. You see how he started. You see how he met. What's his knight's name? I forgot. I always forget.
the fuck is his name? Sir, he'd be like, oh, I served under Sir.
Of Penny Tree or whatever.
Yeah,
Arwen
of Penny Tree.
Yeah, Arwen. Yeah. So you see how he meets him. You get a glimpse of like, hey, fuck it, he got hands. Like he'd always been a drunk. He's always been an asshole, but he is at the end of the day a knight. And then you kind of see their relationship, and then it puts you back in the fucking battle. And I remember watching it, and have y'all ever seen that GIF where I believe it's a boxing match, and there's that ref, like he's reffing, like, but he's like, ooh, yeah, that was me watching. I'm like, ooh,
they squabbling out there. Ooh,
boy, Dunk was getting his ass whooped. I was like, is he gonna die? Like, I think he might die. I ain't never seen someone get their ass whooped so much. It had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. And then, it gets to the point where you're like, is he about to die? And you got eggs saying, get up, Sir Duncan! Get up! Get up, Sir Duncan!
So with that one, with that episode, one, you get to see how, like, we have heard these stories about Sir Duncan the Tall as, a commander of the Knights Guard. You see him at his raw, where it's like, bro, I really don't know how to fight yet. Then you see him fighting. It was Arian who's fighting. Who Arian is like, you this piece of shit because you are really skilled.
Yeah.
There's one, like when he is fighting him and he hits him, and Arian just throws his sword backwards and it goes right through his leg. It's like, bro, this nigga has tricks for you. You know what I'm saying?
Dunk
that part of it.
Dunk has nothing.
Facts. It was literally just, but the part where Lionel Knights, I forget his name, Raymond Fosway, the in the name of the mother, I charge you to be brave, and that shit. And then when Baylor rides out, and bruh.
Yeah.
And first of all, they bring the music back. We love. Like, that shit is just, like I said, it's all of that is.
Then it ends with what's the guy's name? The one who stood for him at the end? Baylor, yeah. And again, I didn't know that was about to happen. And then all of a sudden he takes off his once he starts kind of not being able to speak, you're like, oh god, what happened?
Yeah.
And then he takes off his helmet, and you're like, oh, he died.
It's a full ass hole in his head.
Yeah. My god, the only good person in that whole kind of the circle of
facts. He would have been like the Targaryen to like fix everything.
Yeah.
He was the one that was gonna fix everything. He would have became king for sure.
Yeah, that episode, I don't think. I truly think that might be the best episode of. I mean, even House of Dragon, anything Game of Thrones realm since season 6.
For sure, that's a good. That is a very good, a very very good episode for sure. So you went season 1, episode 5 of Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Tyler, It is on you now.
All right, so I'm going to do my House of the Dragon, Knight of the Seven Kingdoms pick, and I'm going to go with House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 8, The Lord of the Tides. And this is where Viserys removes his mask, and you see his face is all fucked up, and Daemon beheads Vaemon in the fucking throne room.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
That's the one whenever he walks all the way down to the chair.
and he's like
Your mother is
stumbling,
a
and then Damon helps
fool.
him up. Yeah, exactly. And then this is actually, I'm pretty sure this is like the highest rated episode of like all of Game of Thrones, except for like maybe 2 of the episodes.
Okay.
But and this, I mean, yeah, but I think this is more of like an acting heavy one too. It's not really action based. Like Patty Considine was fucking nailing it this entire episode. Just when he was just dying and was refusing to give up. And then Allison, this is when Allison also like misinterprets what he says, and then starts literally the whole reason the show's even going on right now. And I think that's just, and I think it's more of like, this is more of like an emotionally heavy episode than like an action backed episode.
For sure.
Which is like, you know, most of the ones we pick are usually more action based because I mean it's fucking about knights and shit, but whatever. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty solid.
It's also like this. It's the calm before the fucking storm, because
exactly,
if I recall right, that's the one whenever they have the dinner, right?
They had the dinner. They had the dinner.
And there was, and like everyone was kind of being cool.
It was as close. That was as friendly as they got.
And that's the last time any of them will ever be friendly.
Yeah. Yep. That was literally like right after they had the dinner. Even what's the name made a little joke. I think Aegon made a joke towards his his cousins, like the bastards or whatever. And one of them stood up, and then remember Aemon stood up, like, if y'all trying to do that, let's get to it. And then it's still like they all calmed down off of that. So it was like even that joke, and he was like, let me go dance with, he went and danced with his sister wife and shit. Yeah, no, like I said, that when it was finally addressed to him that they're bastards, right? And like, I remember Corlys Velaryon is like looking at his brother like, dude, and Daemon moves, and it's like, you knew Daemon was going to do something. I like, bro, to see his head, like, I remember rewinding that so much and like a slow-mo, because it was like, bro, they really like. And what's funny about that scene is, obviously I read the book, so I know what's happening and stuff, but they do a good thing where Aemon looks at Daemon and they like make eye contact, like, we are the same. I can't wait for us to get into it. Like,
Daemon don't want no smoke though.
He don't, but he looked at him and it's like, he looks at him and it's like, we are of kindred spirit, because I would have done the same thing to him. Like, Aemon is like, oh yeah, you with the shit. I like that. So yeah, that's a good episode for sure. That is episode 1, season 1, episode 8, Lord of the Tides, House of the Dragon. So for me, I am going to go, I'm gonna stay in the same vein. I'm gonna pick my House of the Dragon, Night of the Seven Kingdoms pick. I'm going to pick the Red Dragon and the Gold. That is season 2, episode 4. That is Battle of Rook's Rest. This is the episode. This is the first time we get to see real big dragon on dragon combat. This features Vhagar, Sunfire. Vhagar is Aemon's dragon. Sunfire is Aegon's dragon.
Oh, okay.
And Meleys is the queen who never was. I forget her name.
Rhaena, yeah.
Yeah, Rhaena, yeah.
Rhaena.
This shows when Vhagar, accidentally burns King Aemon's face. It shows Vhagar kill Meleys, and as well as killing Rhaena. Which I love the way, like I said, like she could have escaped, and it was like, that's not what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we here to fight. We here to. Even in the book, they did it so well where they showed like her body was it was just burnt next to her dragon. Also, I love this episode because it shows the human side. Like, Sir Christian Cole is like, yo, what can we do? Like, this is so pointless for us on the ground. This is the first time any of these people have seen dragon warfare, because again, obviously there's been peace for so long since Aegon, the Conqueror came, and niggas was like, yo, nobody's really had to like smoke nobody with dragons. So now you're seeing the raw sheer, like, yo, when they put that fire on you, your body is gone. Yeah. It's gone.
It's funny, Christian Cole still ain't recovered, because they just showed him in the last.
Literally has not. He cannot recover
in this new episode, and he's like,
depressed.
He depressed.
Yeah, he's like, what are we doing? Like, the dragon, like you running the dragon, accidentally stepping on people, boom, your whole body's broken. Like, do you want to be stepped on and broke to death, or would you rather be burned to ash? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that showed. But that is, again, they were teasing like we're getting into it. This is a big death in there. There's a big dragon death. Obviously, in this moment, you think Aegon is dead. And it just shows like they're about to, in Game of Thrones, you hear Dance of the Dragons tore his family apart. And this is like the first, like, yo, y'all would have ruled the world forever. Y'all had the, they say dynasty. Y'all had the dynasty forever.
Mhm.
Like, this is a fuck up. So yeah, that's what I went with there. And then I'm gonna spin back. I am not going to pick, because y'all have already picked season 1 through 3 yet. I can hold off on picking that. I'm gonna go get my character. I'm gonna get my character out of the entire Game of Thrones universe. The way I picked my character was, if it came time to get sticky, who would I want to rule the country? Who can whoop everybody's ass? Who's ruthless enough? And for me, my favorite character of this entire show, without a doubt, the entire universe, is Daemon Targaryen, bro.
Oh, okay.
I love Daemon Targaryen, man.
I was like, ooh.
Okay, I know he is one of the bad flips. He is definitely Baylor. Like, I know he's bad. Like, and he probably would have killed everybody. Daemon would have ruled with Iron Fist, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes I remember watching Game of Thrones, and remember when Tommen was king? That was like the only time where I used to be like, Joffrey need to come back. Joffrey would not be going for none of this shit. Sometimes you need like that High Sparrow shit. Joffrey would have been like, y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like, y'all bugged out. Move or die. Sometimes you need that. Like, would the kingdom has been united? No. But with Daemon and Caraxes, it's up. And you ain't trying, and you want a 1v1? What's up?
Yeah. That's why I like Daemon. Like,
I like Daemon because he really with the shit.
Yeah, he always with the shit.
Always.
And he can hold his own.
Yeah, and then look, he had his wife in the veil. He said, "Hey, how about you die? I don't want to be married to you no more. Like, I'm going on. I'm gonna go be with her. Oh, you dead? Fuck it, I'm gonna go get my niece." Like, he done been married 3 times. He don't care. He went whatever. Like, for real, I rock with Daemon the whole way. And this is the thing, if Viserys would have never took his claim to the throne and kept him the Prince of Dragonstone, in reality, all of this shit would have been avoided.
True, yeah.
Now, they probably would have still blew up, but he would have been next in line, and everything would have been cool. So yeah, I'm rock. Daemon, remember the fight when he was like, yeah, we lost, and then he ran through the whole shit on some damn
whenever he fought the
yeah,
the crab people,
nigga, and ran through that shit and was like, yeah, I'm about to kill you niggas. Yeah, Daemon is my dog for real. Daemon, I think, obviously Arya killed the Night King. She don't want no smoke with Daemon. She don't want no smoke with Daemon, bro.
I don't know, man. Arya. Arya. I don't know, man. Arya was on it with Brienne from Tarth, and Brienne coldest ones too.
They don't want no smoke with Daemon. Because also, you got to remember, if shit get hectic, I got Caraxes behind me. I got the worm behind me. All right, Tyler, what you going? You still got, if you keep it up,
season 8 and my character.
You got season 8 and your character, yes.
So I'm gonna go with season 8, I guess. I mean, we're very limited here.
Yeah,
there's maybe 2 good episodes in the entire season, or 3, I guess. I don't know, but I'm gonna go actually right before it started falling off a cliff. I'm gonna go with season 8, episode 2, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That's the best.
I did not think. I didn't think I was gonna pick that one.
That whole is
wow.
Right. That's the calm before the storm. That's
fucked up. I didn't think anybody was gonna pick it.
Yep. He says the rise. He knights Brienne of Tarth. It's fire.
But before you say it, as soon as I picked the bells, right in that moment it jogged my memory. I was like, I should have picked the song.
I was like, thank God.
Song.
Yeah, Jenny song.
Yeah, I was like, that's the episode. I literally was like, that's the episode when they close everybody's character arc. And you're like, oh, everybody gonna die tomorrow. Ain't nobody died, but yeah.
It's whenever like John tells Daenerys his true, like, his parentage and all that stuff. We get Tormund, Tyrion, Jaime, Brienne of Tarth, all them sitting around the fire, just like literally before everything starts hitting the fucking fan.
Her getting knighted was so fire.
Jaime knights Brienne, says, "Arise, Brienne of Tarth, the Night of the Seven Kingdoms." Gas. Couldn't beat it. Literally, probably the best writing of like that season, which isn't, not saying a lot, but it's probably the easiest episode to defend of the whole season, because, like I said, it's right before shit just starts, and there's not really any backlash against it. Like, it's because everybody forgot about it. Because
I think the first 2 episodes of season 8, were going good.
Yeah, for sure, exactly, absolutely.
It was perfect build up, and then as soon as the long night happened, it was like they was like, all right, y'all, we done, let's go home. Exactly. So I think episode 2 for Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Because then as soon as episode 3 hits, everybody's like, "What the fuck was that?" Like, y'all fucked that all. Like, so they fucked it up after that, and so people don't really think about this episode. But I mean, it has some of the most solid moments from that season.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I remember watching that. Watching that episode, and like, I mean, part of what's supposed to make the episode good is that you're of the understanding that the next, this huge fucking insane battle is about to happen. So you almost feel like
You're saying by the character.
you're saying by the characters,
Yeah.
but it turns out you're not.
You said by the-
So like it's the fact that episode 3 sucked so bad that it took away from episode 2.
It neutralized
Like,
what you
episode
thought-
2 is fucking
neutralized what you
great.
thought was happening.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I remember watching this episode and being like, okay. Like 'cause I think I started watching it. I was behind, so like everybody was already talking shit about like the show, and I was just like, I was like, I feel like it's pretty good. The writing's solid. Like you got the friends and the enemies just hanging out together. Like, well, all right, you know what, we're all gonna fucking die anyway, probably. But yeah, then
it was a great calm. Like when you really think about it, if The Long Night was what it was supposed to be, it would have been the greatest calm before the storm episode ever.
Oh,
like, real calm before. Like, yo, let's have a drink tonight. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Tormund is fucking being absolutely hilarious when he's trying to get with Brienne. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of it.
Yeah.
Like,
and they sleep together after.
Arya has sex in that episode, which I was like,
Arya has sex. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to see Arya having no sex. But yeah, Darrell. All right, that's up to you now. I guess you thought he thought A2 was gonna slide.
I assumed that I was gonna get like I was like, oh, this is perfect. Damn, yeah, I really did assume I was gonna get episode 2. So I guess I'll keep it with episode 8. Honestly, I don't like any other episode. I mean, really, I don't even like the Bells. I could go episode 1, but I'll just go with the Long Night. Like I really
episode you absolutely hate.
I absolutely hate. Let's talk about it. Me and Glen are in a group chat with
so
with
funny.
a bunch of guys. I remember after that episode, I was like, that fucking sucks. And me and Glen argued.
We did argue. I can't remember.
I was like, bro, that was good. I was like, no, it wasn't, bro. This sucked. You couldn't see shit. Nothing happened. Nobody died. He was like trying to gaslight me. I was like, I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping. This was not what I expected.
But yeah, that was
oh my God. I remember I got home from work. I was working at Kroger still. I got home from work. So like, I think whatever time the episode airs, so I got there probably like 9:00. So I stayed off my phone.
Yeah.
I made sure nothing was spoiled. I got home. I was still in my fucking work clothes. I was watching it, and then I was like, damn, I can't see. I had to turn off all my lights. I was on my floor watching it, like trying to get into it, man. And just the fact that, like, yeah, it's cool, I guess, because you get to see some people kill some White Walkers, sure. But man, the fact that you don't even get Jon versus the Night King, I don't understand. Yeah. I don't understand to this day. I don't understand how they decided on that. The first scene of the show is all about the fucking White Walkers, and it didn't mean anything.
Now, listen,
it was like a yada yada. Like,
I went to Shelby's apartment. She ordered saltgrass, right? So we had we had food and everything, pitch black in there. Sitting down, like we were having like this is the only time I ever gone to somebody else's house to watch TV. Like we had a watch party. And I remember watching it, and again, I y'all know me, I try to see the best in everything. So after the episode, I was like, okay, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, like I was like, I'm gonna have to watch it again though, because there's sometimes I couldn't see, right, And I remember we argued or whatever, and then you know what was funny? You sent me a clip. It was the funniest thing ever. It was a voiceover of like a Mexican man laughing.
Yes, I always think about that.
When it was like, they called it a long night. It was one night.
Yeah, he was like laughing.
Yeah, and it was just
I always think about that clip.
And then I watched a YouTube breakdown of this episode where they was like, this person should have died right here. They was like, how the fuck is she still alive? Like it was one clip. It was like Jon Snow. It was like Jon Snow was being charged by 14 zombies. It was like, now we cut away. What did he do to get out of that? And like I said, and I've rewatched it. I have rewatched it multiple times. I've rewatched the episode, changed my lighting on my TV.
Bro, actually, like
it's just too going on.
I actually rewatched it. It was probably like 2023. No, yeah, because I was still living in Clear Lake, and I rewatched the whole show, including the new season. And the reason why, I mean, everyone's pretty much on record. Like like HBO has spoken about why the shit was like, why the lighting was bad, but like I remember being like, is it just my TV or like is this everyone? But like the reason why I know for a fact, besides the fact that they've already admitted it, is that when you re-watch it now, it looks a lot better.
Yeah, it does.
So like it's almost like gaslighting you to believe like was it always this good? No, it wasn't. They fixed it. Like it isn't as bad as it was. Like if you go watch it now, like the scene where John and the Night King are fighting in the fucking air, you can see it a lot clearer than you could on the day of.
Now, I will say, even though I didn't like the episode or whatever overall, and I didn't like Arya getting to kill him. Her moment where it was like, what do we say to the god of death? And like that moment right there, that was fire. Like that was fire. The jump and him catching her, and it's like, damn. And then she hit the yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now we know what that blade is too. You know what I'm saying?
How they decided on her. I'm like, how they decided on her being
like, couldn't she just fight another White Walker?
Yeah,
why did it have to be him?
Yeah, like she could have went through and killed all them White Walkers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then would have been John versus the Night King.
What's Dickless boy name? I forget his name.
Theon?
Theon Greyjoy. Yeah.
I like his he got his character close.
Yeah, sure, cool.
I redeemed myself by protecting you, Sansa, when I could not.
Yeah,
and I should have. You know what I'm saying? I was always supposed to protect the Starks. I'm y'all family. Y'all raised me.
Oh, and also, oh man, see, is that is in that episode where Bran is like, he's like, oh, he's here for me, and like, and that shit was fucking stupid. And I believe that's the episode whenever he's explaining like, I'm the keeper of stories, and that's why he's come. Oh my god!
Even the Night King's reasoning for wanting to kill him is kind of dumb.
It made no sense. It was something about like, I'm like,
we want to erase history. Why?
Yeah, I'm like, how is killing you erasing history?
Like we're not gonna remember because you dead.
This is dumb.
We already wrote it down in the book.
Brand is in the fucking woods just there. Fucking, what are you doing, Brand?
Under the tree doing the eye thing.
I can't stand it.
No,
but here I am still picking it.
Right.
And then so
your character.
My character, I'm glad because I was worried that you were going to go with them. But my favorite character in the whole show, one of the only characters who got a perfect arc, give me the Hound.
God.
Give me the Hound. Give me Clegane. Fucking starts off as a complete piece of shit.
This nigga ain't pick nobody of royalty.
And fuck the royalty. In the words of the Hound, fuck the king. The Hound has one of my favorite scenes, like like battle scenes. I believe that's season 4.
Okay.
3, whenever him and Arya, like it's after the Red Wedding, so him and Arya are already on the way back, I believe. And then they go into the little inn or whatever, and there's the Lannisters. People are in there, and they recognize the Hound, and they're like, the Hound's like, give me some chicken, and then the guy's like, how you gonna pay for it? And he's like, you're gonna pay for it, and then he starts talking, and the Hound's like, if any more words come pouring out of that cunt mouth, I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in here. and then the guy goes, the guy goes, so you risk your life for the king, you're gonna die for some chickens? And he goes, someone is. And then he proceeds to kill everybody. He said, you gonna die for some chickens? Someone is.
It ain't gonna
be me. Boy, the Hound is a fucking G, man. I love him.
He was so good in that show. Like he almost, it's funny because like he wasn't meaning to be, but he provided so much comic relief.
Yeah.
Like to the show, he provided so, like, even the episodes when they was like, remember they did the trek into the past the wall.
Yeah.
And, like, he was funny in those moments too. It was like, all right, you cunt. Like he really was like, it felt like a lot of times like he wasn't supposed to be in the show. Him and Tormund, like when Tormund was talking to him, he was like, do you ever shut that mouth of yours? No, yeah, I love the Hound for sure. The Clegane bow. He really did. What's funny is that he really did get his ending.
exactly. One of the only characters who got a complete arc
Yeah.
and got an actual ending.
All right, Tyler. It's your turn to go. We know who you picking, so I'll be surprised if you don't pick him.
I actually had 3, and I'm like struggling to decide which one I wanted to choose because one is like completely out of left field, but then there's 2 obvious choices.
Mhm.
But I mean, I'm probably just gonna go with the obvious one because I mean, he is the best character in the show, just because they made the show about him and then fucked him at the end, which is weird. But Jon Snow,
yeah, of course.
And I mean, he's arguably the heart of the show. He has probably the 3 of the best episodes in the entire show. You know, he joins the Night's Watch to protect the realm, tries to save the wildlings, gets murdered, comes back to life, and then he has his best moments in episodes like Hard Home, which we picked. He has Battle of the Bastards, which we picked. He has The Winds of Winter, which we picked. So, I mean, literally 3 of the best episodes in the entire show, and it's all like he returns, they turn him into King of the North. And not because he wanted to do it, they chose him to do it, which I think is insane. But it's like all major, like all the Jon-centered episodes are all some of the best episodes.
They don't want it.
The prince who was promised.
Exactly.
The prince who was promised. We picked 2 Targaryens.
I mean, yeah, but hey, he wasn't blonde though, so it don't count.
Fact. That shit, yeah. Now, John, like I said, is he, which was so, what made, you know what's crazy? What made his punishment even worse for me at the end of season 8 is they let the dickless soldiers do it. I forget, what's Grey Worm?
Yeah, Grey Worm.
Was like, y'all gotta banish him or I'm gonna be mad. So they banish him to go beyond the hold now, not the wall. You gotta leave. You're exiled. And then the dickless soldiers get on a boat and leave country.
They just leave. So stupid.
So could not your brother who's the king, or not your brother anymore, your cousin who's the king, your cousin who's the queen in the north, which is where you're going. Hey, just stop at Winterfell, Brody. You don't even got to go all the way. Just stop.
Seriously, the worst.
And they wanted to, what's crazy is they wanted to do a show about him after. I remember they talked about having in development.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they threw that away because what are y'all going to be doing?
Exactly.
Why is Wildlings even up there anymore? The Night King got them all. Like, who survived up there? So it was like, what you going to do? It's just going to be you and Ghost? What y'all going to be doing? Damn, I wish I could go back home.
Yeah, like, it wouldn't make no sense. Are they just going to try and fix the ending and be like, oh, yeah, we fucked up. Hold up. Let's run it back.
And that's what it gets. Like, if they would have just did, we're going to vote. We're going to vote for who should be king. Jon, Aegon Targaryen, the person who's actually supposed to be king, you're going to be king. Cool, bet.
Nah,
I don't want
Bran,
to be king regardless.
Bran, why not Bran, man? He has all the stories.
Bran the broken.
Tyrion say, what's the most important stories? I'm like, no, that's not what's most important.
Now he's the king of the 6 kingdoms because now the North is just his own shit now.
Stupid.
Sansa is a queen.
First of all, why is Tyrion even allowed to make decisions? Isn't he a prisoner? Like, what if he was a prisoner? Why are you letting him come out and be like, hey, I think we should do this?
I got to give some count. Also, I was going to pick Tyrion. Like, me and Jen talked about it, like when I was trying to pick my character. And my argument against him is he was always making good decisions in the entire show. And once he got back to Westeros, every decision he made was wrong.
Yeah, not even in Westeros. It was basically everything after he met once he became the Hand, or even since he met Daenerys, he only made, like, he was just a stupid fucking character. Every time, and his whole character is to not be stupid.
Yeah. And he did, and I wish, and I wanted to pick. I don't know. Is it the Viper? It's the
the Viper.
Mountain and the Viper.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Is that the? No. I think it's not the Mountain and the Viper because that's the one where old boy gets his head bust off. But the episode before that is when he does.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah,
but I wish I fucking love that scene.
Bro,
I gladly give my life.
And what's crazy is you really could have picked him. He won the most Emmys from the show. He is the actor of the show. Like, he had first billing when the show even started. Every time the show came on, his name was first. You know, like, he is the top. He was the star of the show, really, which is funny.
Yeah. They fucking, just like everything else, they ruined his fucking character.
Yeah, man. Like, oh, man. So it's my turn here. I have left just, I have to pick episode from season 1 through 3. I'm going season 2, episode 9, Blackwater. The Battle of Blackwater.
I love Blackwater.
Yeah. The strategy that they used to defeat what's the Baratheon?
Stannis
Baratheon. Where Tyrion gets his face sliced, I thought he was dead. So I was like, damn, y'all killed Tyrion? The moment where Cersei is getting ready to poison her kids in the damn whatever, I forgot the room with the throne. So she's sitting on a chair.
Yeah.
Her father coming in, and Tywin is just such a force in this show. So like when he walks through the door and it's like, yo, we here, like I'm here to get shit going, right? That, like I said, that's when we really get to see like Bronn is the black, Bronn is it. I really, like I said, I love the episode, and that was the first time we did get to see the wildfire and just how
wildfire.
How outrageous it is. It's funny because like when I look through seasons 1 through 3, they have high moments. We pick Baylor, we pick Reigns of Castamere, I pick Blackwater. That's like,
all episode 9s.
Yeah. It's. I was just about to say that this show, the one thing this show was good at, like it's better than probably any other show. The penultimate episode is some of the like we're going to cook. We're gonna like if you look at the list right here, right? Darrell, you went 3-9. Tyler, you went 1-9. I went 6-9. We had like we literally are going like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I feel like they're the ones who like I feel like they kind of coined that.
They perfected.
They kind of coined that whole penultimate episode gonna be better than the finale.
It's gonna be better than the finale. Yeah.
Like anytime I see that in the show, I just automatically assume that's the Game of Thrones method.
Facts. And a lot of shows now have followed that formula to make it like even a show that I loved last year, Task. Task had an amazing penultimate episode. Absolutely amazing. And it's like, bro, we're going to get, instead of putting it all, the emotionalness in the season finale, which is too much emotion because then we're going to give it to you in 9. And then the come down is the aftermath. And you'll still get left with a cliffhanger unless it's a series finale. But it's like that shit. Yeah. Like I said, Battle of Blackwater. Again, I always watch the show thinking of what would happen if I had to wait the week. And it'd be like, bro, Tyrion's got his face like Joffrey tried to kill Tyrion.
It's also one of
Battlefield, dog. Like,
it's also one of like Tyrion's first like huge moments. Like
those are brave men knocking at our door. Let's kill them.
Let's kill them.
I actually love that episode because I'm a huge Stannis fan. Like I love him as a character.
Stannis was dope until
I thought Stannis was such a good fucking character. And then like there's the scene whenever like the moment after the wildfire blows up everyone and then they're on the boat and he's like, we have to, storm the fucking the land or whatever. And they're like, but sir, like the hundreds will die. And he was like, thousands. He was like, no. He said, no, thousands, nigga. Come on, we're going. But he was on the front lines, man. Stan was a real one.
No, Stannis deadass was like he was about smoke for sure.
Yeah.
Like, the Baratheons are just funny. They're like, it's just a funny group of people, bro. Like they're just a fun. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like we don't condone domestic violence. Robert Baratheon, when he smacked Cersei and she said, "I will wear this like a badge of honor," he said, "We're gonna be quiet."
He said, "Wear it in silence."
I'll honor you.
Said, "Well, wear it in silence."
Wear it in silence, or I'll honor you again.
Oh yeah, he did. That was a bar. It's funny. I tried to make my ex Amber watch the show, and we got through the first season. And I feel like whenever that part came on, I was like, and that was a bar.
I think you texted the chat. I was like, yo, we rewatching Game of Thrones, and you literally sit there and it was like, bro, Robert cooked up with that.
That was a bar. Wear it in silence.
Wear it in silence.
Honor you
again. He said, I will wear this like a badge of honor. Nigga said, wear it in silence.
That was funny.
Oh yeah,
Blackwater is one of the episodes that George R.R. Martin actually wrote.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's fire. He was so involved in this show to not be involved, and this is a perfect segue. So we're gonna list out our episodes, and we'll put it on here, and so y'all can see. And then y'all can rank, we'll post it on TikTok, post it on our social medias. Y'all can rank which team is the best. But that's a perfect segue into House of the Dragon because George R.R. Martin is so detached from House of the Dragon. He literally said, they don't listen to my input anymore. I call them and they be like, nigga, go write your book.
Yeah, write your fucking book, asshole.
Yeah, right. But like he's so involved in Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And I wonder, is that why Night of the Seven Kingdoms is so good? Because the showrunner for Night of the Seven Kingdoms is really leaning into him, like, hey, I need some help, I need some, and where
I didn't know that.
Yeah, whereas he's still, Ryan Condal is doing House of the Dragon. I forget the guy's name that's doing Night of the Seven Kingdoms, but he said he still leans on him, like they're in constant communication. Where George R. Martin is like, I'll call Ryan, and we used to talk. We talked during season 1. We don't talk as much anymore now. Like, it's no communication. I have nothing to do with the show. And the nerd people, I did read the book, but I'm not like, you got to follow the book. You got to, like, have some creative freedom. Make it cool. You know what I'm saying? The way Jace died in the Battle of the Gullet, that's not how he died in the book. So what? Who cares? Make it cool. Well, speaking of that, House of Dragons, episode 1, Battle of the Gullet, season 3. What did y'all think?
Spoiler alert! You already spoiled it before it. But Glen's the word.
Hey, you should have read the books. Whatever. People die in war. Y'all know people is dying. Listen, spoiler alert, real quick for everybody. Every character that you have seen in House of the Dragon will die in the battle. Everybody. Nobody survives. There you go.
If you've watched Game of Thrones, you already know that.
But you don't know when they're gonna die. Everybody's dying. Nobody survives. There you go. Now, let's get to the episode.
Nigga, Glen just be fucking.
If you've watched Game of Thrones, you already know that.
You knew everybody's dying. Now, Darrell.
What do you mean? I don't fight. I didn't know everyone would die. What the fuck?
They mention it a lot. It's just kind of like,
if you watch Game of Thrones, you know everybody dying. You know how everybody is dying in Game of Thrones. They talk about it.
I mean, yeah, everyone dies at some point.
No, Joffrey is talking to Marjorie and telling her, this is where this happened, right here.
Yeah, but I don't be know the names of these niggas. He could be saying Aegon Targaryen. That could be any goddamn Aegon. I don't fucking know this shit.
Now, that is correct.
And I like to keep myself detached. I'm not going through being like, wait, who? Like, I don't fucking know. Who's this dragon? Like, they spoke about the fucking dragons and they got their school down there. I don't fucking know what dragons is which. I don't fucking know.
Well, you got to immerse yourself because, listen, you should know everybody's dragon and everybody.
Glen just loves spoiler shit. What's wrong with you? You got a fucking disease.
Okay. It's not, bro. First of all, anybody that's watching this has already watched House of the Dragon. We are an episode behind. You have seen the show already. If you're this far along, you should be watching.
Or what if you like Game of Thrones and you were going to pause before we got to the House of Dragon?
People die.
See?
Season 3, you gonna get the notification.
Hurry up! Let's can get through this.
What y'all think? Yeah, what y'all think about? What y'all think about Battle of the Gullet? Do y'all rank it as one of the better episodes of the show? Do y'all rank
the show? Yes.
And then do y'all rank it? Where do y'all rank it as far as the universe? I think
it's one of the best episodes of the. Well, it's definitely the best episode of the show, but I don't think House of Dragon has that many great episodes. I would say it's like probably a top 5, 6 episode. It wasn't perfect, but it was cool. It's funny because I was watching it, like I was like, this probably would have been great as a season finale in season 2.
I saw that a lot where people were like, this would have been good as the finale for season 2, and then some people were like, this is a very good, strong opener to a season though, as well.
Because they did just kind of throw you straight into the fire. Because I was like, luckily that they had a super long ass recap because they know damn when niggas nobody forget.
I like the episode. My issue with the show, now with Game of Thrones, every time there's a big battle, these writers and producers and directors stop mentioning the Battle of Helm's Deep. Stop bringing that up. Do not compare anything y'all do to the Battle of Helm's Deep. Y'all compare Long Night to the Battle of Helm's Deep. Y'all compare Battle of the Gullet to Helm's Deep. Stop trying to compare it to the greatest battle we saw in movies history. Stop doing that. Don't compare shit because then I'm like, well, is it going to be as good as Helm's Deep? And the answer is always no, because nothing is as good as Helm's Deep. So that they did that again. And I was like, oh my God, now you're going to set my expectations. I ain't even had none. Now you're going to set some.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that shit.
But
it was a solid. It
is a solid. It's a solid episode. Sheep Stiller is so funny. Somebody literally said that she went and found a wild pit bull and then took it to the dog park off leash.
Bro, all them kids are so goddamn bad. Like, girl,
Jace locking his mama in a room, bruh. Like, what is wrong with you?
That shit's stupid.
You're the Queen's Guard, right? Protect her from herself.
I'm like, I didn't understand that. I'm like, dude, she gonna kill you. Like,
but she has a bigger dragon, a stronger dragon than you.
And she's better on the dragon.
And she's better on the dragon. go together. Obviously, now Rhaenyra is, because she lost, spoiler alert,
Yeah.
because she lost Luke, she's very like, Jace, you can't do nothing. And I get him, like, bro, I'm 16, I'm a man, you know, like I got a wife. But it's like, bro, like you can't just go by yourself. But also it's like y'all could have just all went together. Like y'all all could have went together and just knocked and got 3 big ass dragons. You know what I'm saying? Rhaenyra, you got a big ass dragon. Like, why would you not want her to go? So it's just like I said, and I like seeing the old contraptments that they used then versus Game of Thrones. Bro, shooting the dragon in the neck and then just throwing an anchor in the ocean.
Yeah, pretty smart.
Crazy.
First of all, everybody out there got good ass aim, because I don't know how they hit these dragons so fucking easily.
They hit dragons easy. Like, here, one, like no misses. Never. They shot 2 for 2. 2 shots, 2 hits. It's like, damn, you ain't even get the nigga to. But no, yeah, like I said, Chief Tiller was fucking shit up. That was a terrible decision by her. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, Raina done pissed me off. I said, "What the fuck, you dumb bitch,
Bro.
bro?" She's like, "Go help, bitch, go home."
Literally, go
Come
home.
on.
Obey, bitch.
She ain't got a saddle
I
on.
don't know Valerian, dude.
Bro, she ain't got
lamb chops.
She ain't got a saddle on that bitch. She just over here right like, bro, go home.
You bareback. You also shout out when I was, you know what Jen said watching the episode? She said shout out to Daenerys, because Daenerys really barebacked. And like Rhaena could not bareback at all. She was, oh my god.
Yeah, but she was on that fucking wild ass, stupid ass. Like the ones that she was riding were like she raised those, so they were like, all right.
Daenerys did lose her virginity to Drogo, so
true.
She's
crazy.
She's a real trooper.
Crazy. But yeah, I think this should have just been the season finale from last season. Why the fuck? And then we could have just popped off now. Like, we could have started getting shit moving. But now we have to wait.
I think if it would have been a season finale last season, that's not the Game of Thrones formula, like we was talking about.
Yeah,
that's too high of an episode. That's way too high of an episode.
But season 2 really lacked.
But they left us with one of those last time. Remember when, spoiler alert, remember Luke was killed in the season finale.
So that was a great ass episode.
But it's like we're not gonna do again. We're not gonna kill her other son in a season finale.
Yeah,
we'll kill him in the season.
My only issue with that is that season 2 really fucking hurt. Like it needed something. It was not a great season.
I get that in the sense of, what I like about season 2 is, for me, again, it was you had the big death in 5. Oh, I'm sorry, not the big death in 5. You had the 2. It was the dragon green and gold one. 2-4. So you had the big death there. You had a big fight there. It was just so much storytelling in season 2. But it's, again, like you said, it needed some action. It was too much storytelling, because they really are trying to show, like, this is why they hate each other so much, that they're willing to go into all of this. I think this season, though, is all action. There is no more story to tell now, this is the payoff for season 2. We have to get the story. Y'all have to understand why these two families truly decided to blow up the entire shit. They are literally doing some terroristic bomb, like suicide bombing. You got to understand why.
Family tragedy with nuclear weapons.
Facts. It's literally season 2 damn near was like the Cold War. And it's like, now we're getting to, like, now we're basically, even though it's backwards, it's like, now we're in World War II. Yeah. Like, let's get to it now. Like, it's all smoke now. So I'm excited. And also we get to see, looking forward to the season, we get to see her other kid, Darren, who is a dragon rider, who's been
isn't he a child?
No, at this point in his life, I mean, child is relative. He's like 15, 16, 14, something like that. Yeah. But he's with Otto Hightower and them over there. So like, and he's a dragon rider. So again,
yeah. I got you.
He's gonna be bringing smoke. But yeah, like I said, I've read it all, so I know what's coming. Do y'all like the bastards? Do y'all? I feel like, for me watching, they are loose cannons. Like they're like
who? Jason?
Not those bastards. The other bastards that they promoted to dragon riders, like the literal. Where she was like, stay over here, and all them, and he's like, no, let's do whatever we want to do. And it's like, bro, like, they don't really. It's funny because like she in a desperate moment, she gave them niggas dragons, gave them like one of them niggas has Vermithor, which is King Jaehaerys's dragon. That's the second biggest dragon in Westeros, behind Vhagar. So it's like, you have this dragon, but you don't have no loyalty to the queen. It's just like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And it's so funny because it's like, it's foreshadowing, like, there's danger ahead. Like, we don't have any loyalty to her. We don't care what she say. We just gonna do our own thing. So it's like, and like, remember, dude said, she promised y'all castles. that you got to be a lord to get a castle, nigga. You a knight. All you gonna get is a title. You get a sword in front of your name and a horse.
Yeah, they say you get a horse.
Nigga said, "What I need a horse for? I got to drag." He said, can't fuck no bitches. Can't fuck no bitches on a horse. But yeah, no. Definitely looking forward to this season. Are you excited for the season, Darrell? Because you said season 2 was kind of a drag for you.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I know, Tyler, you locked in.
But yeah,
definitely because this season is supposed to be straight action. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, is this supposed to be the last season?
No,
or
next season is the last season. Next season, I'm assuming, based on the way the book goes, it'll flow almost damn near into the story of Dunk and Egg. I'm assuming that's how they're gonna end it. I don't know. You'll get like younger versions of who's king.
I thought Dunk and Egg are long after, not like pretty long after them. No,
it's not as long as you would think. I can tell you exactly how long it is. How far apart is House of the Dragon and Night of Seven Kingdoms? About 75 years. So again, I don't know. Again, that's what I was saying. You might get the younger versions of some of the people that's in the show now, like Baylor. Like, remember, Baylor's probably damn near like, Baylor and his brother who killed him. They're older. They're not even. They're princes. So there's a king, but their dad. I was like, I wonder if he'll be like the end of what it is. But yeah, so that's our fantasy draft. Now what we're gonna do is what's the best thing y'all watched this week?
I'm gonna watch.
Right, I worded it wrong. What are you looking forward to watching this week?
Yeah. There's a lot coming out. I just realized. Well, I've been keeping an eye on I don't think we've mentioned it yet, but I've seen all the seasons.
Yeah, it's on MGM, right?
Yeah, it's on MGM Plus. I knew that it started. I don't have MGM Plus, so I always wait until like the end so I can do like a free trial. Then I'll just watch it. I'll just watch them all. So I believe the last episode just aired, I believe, of the season. So I'm gonna definitely restart on my free trial and try to knock out the season.
You can always make a new email.
Yeah, no, I've made.
Okay.
Yeah, every season I
need to catch up. I'm so behind.
Yeah, From is fire. From is a really easy show to get into. Like, you'll get hooked pretty quick. It's a very good horror TV show.
Gotcha. Tyler, what are you looking forward to watching this week?
I'd probably say the final season of The Bear.
Final season of The Bear, yes.
Yes, because I mean, last season was fine. But I mean, apparently I've seen some reviews of this season. They say that it's back to form, so we're about to find out. And that little surprise episode drop was really good too. So I feel like if it's anything like that, I think we'll be.
It's for me. So like I said, yeah, I'm excited for The Bear as well. It's the final season is 8 episodes too. What I really really like, I'll read it out for y'all real quick here. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna read it for y'all. I'm gonna go to this. Hold on, Disney. Because I looked at it this morning when I wanted to watch it, and I was reading it to Jen. Damn, I can't even do it. Let me see here. Let me do it on my phone real quick. But before I'll come back to that. But what I'm excited to watch this week, obviously, Netflix dropped Avatar: The Last Airbender season 2. This show is something I'm super excited about. I love the animated show more than it's one of my favorite animated shows. Probably my favorite animated show. It's so weird because obviously the characters are grown up, and Aang is now big as hell, which is so funny. But I am still really excited overall to watch the show. And again, that's the one thing I like about sometimes with Netflix. Drop the whole season. I can just sit with it and dissect it and watch it on my speed and my pace. So yeah, Netflix for sure. Avatar: The Last Airbender season 2. Tyler, you said The Bear on Hulu. Darrell, you said From on MGM Plus, and it's the season what? Season 4. We are all gonna go see Supergirl. Supergirl has bad reviews. We will come back probably next episode and review Supergirl. We'll probably do that after we all see it. But real quick, I wanted to touch on The Bear. So it's 8 episodes, right? And this is the name of the episodes: soda, lamb, mint, ribs, raspberries, focaccia, caramel, and then the last episode is called The Original Beef of Chicagoland. So I like the way they did the episodes or whatever. And if you look at the descriptions, it literally is like a seating chart, a hard service, after service. So it's like, I wonder how it's going to break it down and like really wrap everything up. The Bear was a show that came out of nowhere for all of us. And it's really, like I said, it had some of the best television episodes we saw. And they really struggled to get back there to find form.
Yeah.
But I hope that they can close it off good. But yeah, so as always, you know what I'm saying? I hope you have a good week. We gave y'all plenty to watch. We'll post our draft. I mean, y'all let us know who won. Obviously, I won. And then y'all make sure y'all watching the House of the Dragon because I be spoiling shit. My bad. Darrell's still mad.
Fucking idiot.
Like he didn't watch the episode. But yeah, anyways, let's surf.